Okay, we are going to go ahead and get started. I know that you are have a lot of things that you might be up to tonight, and you didn't have to be here tonight. And I just want to tell you that I appreciate you, and I'm glad that you came. But we'll go ahead and get started so that you can get back to your evening. And I just wanted to say thanks again for coming on and joining us. So we will just go ahead and get started. This is Take It, Share It, or Take It, Feel It, Share It, the LifeVantage way. And I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Jen, and I have been with LifeVantage for a little over 2 years now. I was on the natural path for quite some time prior to this, and it wasn't until I had this virus of 2020, and my son had joined a homeschool basketball league, and I had met my friend and mentor, Amy. We were talking about what oxidative stress was, and I mentioned that I'd had the virus, and she's explaining that oxidative stress is the rusting of our cells, and a lot of that information went over my head, but I was so grateful to hear it because a lot of the things that she was saying I was already doing um, as a part of my natural regimen with supplements. And so it was just one of those things that caught my attention, but I needed a little bit more time to figure out what it was and what all it entailed. So a couple of weeks went by, and I would witness Amy through this basketball program at practices and games. She'd be working from her phone, working in the car, working at the gym, and she would just be sharing this information with a lot of other people around her. And I just became all the more intrigued. And so I asked her what she was taking, and it was basically one tablet and 4 capsules. And I had just pictured my entire countertop full of supplements from left to right of the kitchen sink. And I thought, man, a lot of those ingredients I'm taking individually, and it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense if I can just take one tablet with those same ingredients that's been patented and proven across the world. So it was at that time back in late December, early January of 2022 that I became so intrigued that um, I joined the business because I love the products, and I just wanted to learn more and know more and help other people along the way. So that's a little bit about how I came into the business and why I got started. And I'll just kind of go ahead through these slides and let you know about where we as a company got started as well. So it began back in the 1960s, of all things. This doctor right here, Joe McCord, he is a scientist that spent his entire career trying to figure out the aging process and why we age and all of these things. And he discovered a molecule in our bodies actually called superoxide dismutase. And that's a really long term, and I'm probably going to refer to it as SOD from here on out. But it's a molecule in our bodies that is pertinent to aging. And if we can activate that molecule, it helps us a ton as we age. And so he tried figuring out how to activate this certain molecule. He tried drugs, those didn't work. And so then he switched to the natural things, or the herbs, in which he was able to come up with 5 separate herbs, all in a micro doses put together, that actually went in and activated this superoxide dismutase, or this molecule in our bodies. And so he realized that if he could activate that, it would defend our bodies against the real effects of free radical damage in our cells. And so in 2003, our little yellow activator, Protandim NRF2, was born and launched into market. So we were making all of these claims that we could lower oxidative stress, and a lot of people caught wind of this, and even ABC Primetime Investigative Report caught wind of this. And you know how at the end of those broadcasts, people are running away with their faces covered, or they, have pull up their hoodie or whatever, and they just run away because the claims are false, and they get caught right there on national television. Well, that's not what happened with us. When ABC Primetime Investigative Report came in, they actually ended up validating our little yellow activator, Protandim NRF2, on national television. And so because of that, there was a huge flurry of media attention, and this little scientist in a lab, he didn't know what to do, and he didn't have the marketing team. He didn't have, he just couldn't make he just couldn't make the product fast enough to get into the hands of the people. And so back in 2009, he decided to call in a consulting firm, and they told him that the best way to do this from here on out is to pull the product from the shelves. Yes, it was on the shelves of Walgreens and Rite Aid and GNC, but to pull the product from the shelf and to go to direct sales in 2009. And so that's where LifeVantage was born. That's where I come in the picture. That's where Katisha comes in the picture, and all of our teammates across the world come into the picture, because we are out here trying to give information as to what this little yellow activator can do. And so it's such a great opportunity. And so from there, we've grown even more. We are a publicly traded company. We are on the NASDAQ. You can visit us at LFVN. And also since then, universities and other prestigious medical centers began doing their own research on protandim Nrf2. Typically, companies will say, well, we have third-party research or doing a clinical trial, but these are outside entities. Major universities and medical centers are doing their own outside research, funding millions of dollars into this product just to show that it works and it does what it says it can do. Another quick fact about Joe McCord down here is that he also won the Elliott Crescent Medal for his discovery of that superoxide dismutase. This puts him in the same category as Orville Wright, Henry Ford, and Alexander Graham Bell. So it's a very, very big deal. And it's exciting for us to be able to share that. So what is free radical? Sorry if you can hear that outside. I guess I should have closed the windows, but it's too nice out to leave them shut. Anyways, so what is free radical damage? What is oxidative stress? Well, we all have it, and it gets worse as we age, but it looks different in all of us. And so for some people, it might be in your heart. So you have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart attacks. It could happen in your kidneys with low kidney function. It could happen in your joints. Some people have rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia. It can happen in your brain with Alzheimer's or dementia, and all types of things. It can happen in your immune system. You just have a poor immune system, so you're constantly sick. So free radical damage happens throughout our body. It affects all of us differently, but it's something that we all do have. If you go to pubmed.gov, you don't have to just believe me or listen to what I say, but you can go to pubmed.gov right now and you can type in oxidative stress, and there you will see over 318,000 results. And so we do know that oxidative stress is linked to over 200 disease processes. So you could even go to pubmed.gov and type in Alzheimer's, oxidative stress, type in fibromyalgia, oxidative stress, and just see how many results pop up. I think you'll be really surprised. Why do we have it? Well, since the Industrial Revolution, we have had over 80,000 new chemicals introduced into our world. In other words, we are living in the most toxic time in human history, and that is a big reason why we have oxidative stress. It's because of the herbicides, the pesticides, the fungicides. I'm in Iowa, and my windows are open now, but I'm telling you what, I can still smell some of that stuff. And when neighbors are spraying their lawns with chemicals, you know, that the wind blows that over, right? So all of these things, you know, being sprayed with our fruits and our vegetables, our crops and all of that, we're inhaling all of that. And so that can lead to oxidative stress. Bad diet. We go to the grocery store and we're bombarded with processed food. We're bombarded with sugar. Dyes, all of those things, none of those things are good for us, and it's all adding up to levels of oxidative stress. Smoking and alcohol, air pollution, our poor sleep, not getting enough sleep, being tired all the time, that runs a gamut on our cells as well. Also living with high stress and having little to no exercise. Even just the Wi-Fi, like with the air pollution, even the Wi-Fi, the EMF transmissions, the radiation that we're all encountering, it all has a part to play in why our bodies are struggling so much in this day and age. So that's what oxidative stress is, but what does it feel like? Read through this list real quick. Does this remind you of anybody? Maybe yourself? Anybody with chronic fatigue? Anyone with no energy, brain fog, lack of concentration, aches and pains? Are you sick often? Headaches, that was me. I had those headaches that, it feels better to like slam your head into the headboard and close the light and, close the shades and turn off the lights and put your head over a pillow, or a pillow over your head and just keep like wishing it away. Some that lasted 4 to 8 hours. Do you know what kind of headache I'm talking about? Sometimes they make you throw up. I had those consistently for 11 years since my daughter was born, and I was getting those pretty much bi-weekly. And so I definitely knew what oxidative stress was back then, even though I didn't actually know what oxidative stress was back then. So this is a picture, a graphic of what it is in your cell. You have a healthy cell, and then as we age, things just kind of go bad, and our bodies get attacked by these free radicals. And it ends up causing all sorts of damage to our cells. So why is Protandim NRF2 Synergizer important? Why are you here tonight? Why are we talking about this? Because we can talk about oxidative stress and the damaging effects it has on us all night. We're experiencing it, we're going through it. But what if I told you that there was help? What if I told you that there was hope for what you're going through? So what we can legally claim, what we've legally claimed all along, that ABC Primetime came in and validated, is that we can lower oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days, 70% with continued use. How do we do it? We increase that superoxide dismutase by 30%. It's an antioxidant enzyme, so it's gobbling up those free radicals. Catalase is another antioxidant enzyme. We increase that by 54%. And then glutathione is my favorite because a lot of people know what glutathione is. Glutathione is your master antioxidant, okay? And many people were going into the clinic to get injections of glutathione during the virus of 2020, 2021, 2022. People are still getting injections of glutathione, right? They're going to the health food store to buy tablets of glutathione because they know how important it is in fighting free radical damage and fighting off illness. And so what I didn't know about glutathione is that it's actually produced endogenously in your liver. So God already put these molecules and these antioxidant enzymes in our bodies to help fight the stress and the toxicity of the world that we are living in today. I think that is incredible. And so if you can go in and take a tablet and increase these antioxidant enzymes, including glutathione, by 300% in 3 months, wouldn't you rather do that than go get one synthetically or inject it synthetically? I don't know. To me, it just makes more sense. We are the only dietary supplement proven to extend life in male mice. I never know why it's the male mice. The male mice always get the end of the good end of the bargain. It's always the women who don't. But anyways, the National Institute on Aging came in. They were able to prove that this product also extends the lifespan. So again, it's like we don't necessarily know, only God knows, but it's like if we can have the quality of life here on earth that we were, intended to have, then why wouldn't we go after something like that? Protandim is BSCG certified, so any Olympic athlete, can take it without being accused of doping. And it's also NSF certified, which means that what's in the product is actually in the product. So it consists, I guess if I move my mouse up, it changes. It consists of 5 herbs. We have turmeric, which is a master anti-inflammatory. We have milk thistle, which is a master detoxifier. We have green tea, which is an energy booster. We have bacopa, which is a natural brain de-stressor or a natural brain booster, sorry. And then ashwagandha, which is a master stress reducer. So all 5 of those, again, in micro doses. We're used to taking 10,000 IUs of one thing, 5,000 of another, but these are all in micro doses and a patented blend that increases all of these antioxidants to reduce oxidative stress. There we go, backwards. So here is just a quick slide of who's done the research and who's participated in giving money for funding of Protandim NRF2. I'll just point out a couple of them. Harvard University, they say to take it. Louisiana State University came in and they took it and they saw that Protandim was reducing melanoma skin cancer in patients by 40 to 55%. And so they actually came back to LifeVantage and said, you need to create a topical, because if people are taking it orally and they're putting it on their face, on their skin, that could be much more powerful. So LifeVantage listened and they came out with our amazing skincare line, which just recently honestly got updated. So it's all good things from there on out. And then the American Heart Association, we are the only supplement in the American Heart Association Circulation magazine. So that's a pretty big deal, and super excited about that. So just to recap, here's an example of supplementing. Not saying that supplementing is bad or it's wrong or you're doing anything awful to your body. I was doing it for such a long time. I just got really tired of like truly taking so many vitamins, right? Like we could spend all day eating oranges, all day eating 500 cups of broccoli, 110 cups of blueberries, taking all the vitamin C tablets in the world. But even if we did that, we're still only defeating free radicals on a 1-to-1 ratio. Enter nerve 2 activation, where we're going in and we're flipping on the switch and we're opening up those detox pathways, and we are taking this activator. We are literally every second of the day defeating free radicals 1,000,000 to 1. And so Washington State University came in and they say activating that nerve 2 pathway is potentially the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. Another product I would love to talk about is our brain drink. It's a nootropic, which means it just crosses the blood-brain barrier and allows your neurons to fire straight. We have Axio. It comes in regular and decaf. This is an example of a student who, before taking Protandim and Axio and then after, and this would be really good for kiddos who have a hard time harnessing their superpowers. Anybody with an ADHD or ADD or even an autistic child can really benefit from having these neurons fire straight. And so we see a lot of handwriting pictures, even pictures with coloring. Some are like way outside of the lines and are, just kind of all over the place. And the others, after they take the Axio and Protandim, they're much more controlled within that circle, within that line. So just another huge benefit of this. L-theanine is in this, so people, it gives you calmness. It also has pine bark and other B vitamins, which is for mental clarity, for energy. I've been drinking this as long as I've been with the company, and I have not had a single cup of coffee since then. So it's definitely energy without the jitters, which I really, really appreciate. And we just launched 2 new summer flavors. So the flavors you see pictured here, you can still grab, but well, not the grapefruit, but red raspberry and purple grape. But the new summer flavors are peach nectarine and cherry limeade. And I have heard, like, my order is days away and I cannot wait to get my hands on these. So if you're interested in any of those flavors, get back with the person who brought you here and they can show you where to order those before they sell out, because I'm pretty sure that they will. Here's just a brief brain mapping scan. Dr. Jeffrey Fannin is a neuroscientist, and he took a child before taking Nerve 2 Axio and Nerve 1. Nerve 1 is another activator that we have. I didn't touch on that, but it's good for mitochondrial health and just allowing those cells to repair and recycle into good ones. So as you can see from this graph, there's a lot of inflammation, both top and bottom. And then after, I believe 14 days or less, taking Nerve 1 and Nerve 2 and Axio, the inflammation is virtually gone. So, and I think you'll experience that, I do, you wake up in the morning and you're like, but then you drink it and you're like ready for the day, like you're ready to take on the day. So, it's very, very good. Another product that we have that I'm really super excited about now, to be honest with you, I was not super excited about it back then. It's 2 years old, and I'm not really a skin, hair, and nails type of person. I just never have been. And so I wasn't really sure what to think of collagen or how to even like tell people about collagen. But then I started learning more and I started seeing before and after pictures. And I was like, wait a minute, this is gold. And I'm going to tell you why, because collagen is a structural protein that makes up 20 to 25 to 35% of our body. Okay. Colla is Latin for glue. If we didn't have collagen, we would be a bunch of blobs floating around on the earth. Like, we need collagen in our bodies. It's a structural protein. And so this is also what helps us, prevent dull and saggy and wrinkly skin. And so it's just one of those things where it's like, it degrades as we get older, and as like from even 20, we've said 25, but I've heard even at age 20 we can start to lose traces of our collagen, which is not good for either our bodies or for aging in general. why did we decide to put it in a liquid? Well, simply put, it's better bioavailability. You can go to the Costco or Walmart, whatever, you can buy your protein, or not your protein, but your collagen in powder form, but it's not getting as much absorption, only about 10 to 30% absorption. But with the liquid collagen, you're getting about 90% absorption. And so it's just better for you. Your body is a miracle. God knew what he was doing, and the collagen knows where to go quicker and more effectively if it's in a liquid form. So why is our collagen different? Again, you could go anywhere on the planet, even the gas station, and buy collagen, but why is ours different and why are we so excited about it? Because ours is the only one in the world to actually activate your own collagen density. So we activate collagen, we replenish collagen, and we also help to maintain it. We can activate it by the secret ingredient called ruby red quinoa. It activates the genes that you see listed on the screen by 5 times. Remember we talked about SOD right in the very beginning? Well, our collagen can activate that gene by 2,700%. So imagine taking this with the Protandim, you're already like increasing antioxidant enzymes like crazy, but then you add this to the mix, it's a power punch. It activates that catalase gene by 202%. And then it increases collagen production and all of that by 42%. And we have a new study out that I'm going to give you a different number in just a little bit. So all of these help the cells absorb collagen and decrease also a gene that we don't want to have expressed. So that's exciting too. Not only is it upregulating, but it can also downregulate genes that we don't want to be expressed. Here's just a quick graphic of an 8-week trial that shows that we can activate our collagen density. So we're just saying, don't just simply take collagen, but make your own. To me, this looks like a mattress. You know, that first picture is like, you had a mattress for 30 years, there's hardly any like give anymore. You just kind of sit on it and you're already to the floor. And then after a while, you start adding, I don't know, collagen to the mattress or like padding. I'll say padding to the mattress. After week 4, you have more padding in there. And then after week 8, there's obviously way more density inside of that. So it's a lot more better for you. It feels better. It looks better. And I don't know why it looks like a mattress to me, but just think about that as your skin and what we're doing to help maintain and to replenish collagen. We replenish it with 2 fish peptides responsibly caught, and this just to help support collagen density, skin elasticity, and skin moisture for a youthful appearance. It doesn't taste like fish, and you will not burp up fish, I promise. It tastes so good, and the reason for that is because of the citrus berry extract, and so we can maintain collagen from degrading because of this, and again, it just helps to promote healthier skin and a more of a glowing, healthy complexion. Well, what's not in it? We didn't include any added sugars, no artificial flavors. It's non-GMO, it's dairy-free, gluten-free, and soy-free. So all the good things that you would want out of a product are actually not in. All the good things that you want are in it, and all the not good things that you don't want are not in it. So here is the clinical trial results. This number is going to change, so remember that. But one number I wanted to point out here in the middle is the depth of crow's feet reduced by 22%. This is a percentage that people who are doing Botox injections, they go for that. And so they can say that we can reduce crow's feet by 22%. So again, it's one of those things. Is it a bad thing to get that into your injected into you? I'm not the one to say that, but if you can prevent yourself from putting in, chemicals inside your body to get the same exact result by doing something naturally that tastes good, that is good for you, you just kind of have to weigh your options. So anyway, depths of crow's feet reduced by 22%, blood catalase by 202%, and skin elasticity increased by 8%. And here's where it gets really good. The two together is a power punch. We've already talked about that a little bit, but if you can increase your collagen density by, get this, look at the screen, 100%, what are we doing? Why aren't we doing this? Why doesn't the world know more about this, right? Like, this is the only product on the market, you guys, that can actually go in and activate or make your own collagen density and replenish it and maintain it. The best part is there's 10 different peptides in this. So you go to Costco and you pick up the blue tub, you're getting 1 to 2 peptides. But in this, there's 10. And here's a fun fact. Duke University just came out with a study saying that if there is a certain type of collagen peptide, it can help down regulate, or what's the word I'm looking for? It can help keep cancer cells at bay. There's a word for that. I can't think of it. Maybe somebody can help me out, but it helps to keep cancer cells at bay, dormant. That's the word I'm looking for. And so guess whose collagen has that type in it? Ours does. So again, not only are we upregulating genes expressions that we want to, but we also have access to downregulating or keeping genes at bay for the ones that we don't want to have expressed. It's pretty fantastic. So I could talk all day about the collagen and why I love it and why I've changed my mind and why the company has been doing all of these fun things with their research. But I want to show you a couple pictures of just how the collagen and the protandem are helping other people. We have a lot of neck photos. This is my friend Gail's sister. So you can see tightening of the neck and the skin. This is a gal who, we need to get her updated picture in here, I swear, but her eye lift, I mean, you can just see the hooded eyes are lifting even more so to this day. She had just lost her mama, and she was in a really dark space. And she said that after adding the collagen, her brain, like the brain fog and that kind of depressive state lifted, and she felt joy for the first time. So that was something that you don't always see the external, but what happens on the internal is sometimes even more powerful. This gal on my right has rosacea, so you can see a little redness in her nose, and then that's clearing up after 60 days for her. We see under eyes, the lines under eyes and the bags under eyes going away or being reduced dramatically. The whites of people's eyes are changing. Some have been a yellowy color, and we've just seen so many people with updated versions of their eyes, the whites around their eyes changing. So you can tell a lot about the health of a person by the whites of their eyes. So that was exciting as well. This is Dr. Nancy Bryan. She's a pharmacologist here with LifeVantage. And these are her legs. I have a lot of friends that went to Punta Cana this past February, and they were with Dr. Nancy Bryan. And these are, the changes are definitely real, and they can attest to that. Here's just a few more pictures. Just the glowiness, like we said, and the complexion is smoother, the moisturized face. The lines are going away, and the gentleman on my right, vascular system, this is something else that collagen can help with. And then taking it with that protandem is just helping reduce oxidative stress as well. So you can see a huge difference in there. And just a couple more. This is Renee on my left. Looks like a completely different person. I bet she's happy, don't you? I mean, it's not even about like the surfacey, like vanity. It's about how we make people, how it's making people feel, and the confidence that people are getting back. That makes it fun to see. So it just begs the question, if we are seeing results like these on the outside, you guys, can you imagine what's happening on the inside? If collagen surrounds all of our major organs, and let's say people have like a leaky gut, right? Like we put that collagen in there, it's going to help with like Crohn's disease, right? Like it's going to help with IBS and things like that. If it's in collagen is in your eyes, 90% of your eyes, if we're helping restore collagen back into our bodies, then what it can do for that. So, I don't want to be on here saying that we claim to prevent, cure, treat, or mitigate any type of disease or illness, but just imagine what your quality of life would be like with 40% less oxidative stress just in 30 days, right? And then also adding the collagen to keep your cells dormant, but also upregulate cells that you want to. It's pretty fascinating. One product that I did want to also just shout out real fast, this is our True Renew. it's a better than retinol alternative. So many people are going in to get, more injections or to put retinol on their face, and that's harshness and the damage that it can cause. It causes inflammation and things like that. So this is just a really good extra product that you can have. It's 11 serums in one. It's plant-based, and it has all the same benefits without the nasty side effects. Here's just a couple examples of what these individuals did with that True Renew. This teenager struggled with acne, so he was activated with our skincare system, which includes what I just talked about, the True Renew. And the gal in the middle is activated on NRF2 Protandim, the yellow tablet, as well as our True Science activated skincare system, which is brand new. So we'll talk more about that with the person who brought you on, and they'd be happy to share more about that. And then this gentleman on my right was activated with Nerf 2, and he added the True Renew Firming Cream as well. And that ranks 0 on the Think Dirty app. I don't know if you've heard of that, but you can go in and you can test most major products. And they will give you a rating from 0 to 8 on whether it's toxic or not. 0 being not toxic at all, 8 being extremely toxic. And so the True Renew ranks at a 0, and I believe the collagen ranks at a 0 as well. So that is LifeVantage. That is why I'm here sharing. That is why whoever invited you was so passionate about getting you to this information, because they cared that much about you. We are the activation company. And so this is our whole line of products that we do carry. I didn't talk about all of them, but I would be happy to. I can stay on for a couple minutes after if you would like to hear more about the products. But there's probiotic, a prebiotic, there's pet tandem, so your dogs and even your horses can get activated as well. Fat burn is another one that people are loving. It attacks the visceral fat. And so that actually is free this month on any order of $200 or more. So if you're interested in that, we will share more about that. Sunscreen, summer's out, so we just launched a new sunscreen, which is also another clean product on Think Dirty. So at this point, you may be ready to start your own transformation, or you might be Rolodexing people in your life that need to hear about these products. You yourself are probably thinking, I need to be on this product for what it's worth. But at the same time, some of you might be here looking for more possibilities. And one part about my story that I didn't share in the beginning is that I'm also a single parent. And so when I was first introduced to this, I was really interested in how I could be making an extra income or supplemental income. And I don't ever want to prejudge anybody. And I also feel like it's, like it is a moral obligation for me to tell people about Protandim and about activation. I also feel like it's a moral obligation to tell you about this, this business and how you can benefit from this by just sharing the information like I've shared it, and just telling other people that, hey, there's hope for you and there's help for you if you're open to learning more. And so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I'm just going to show you real quick how you can join our company, and if this is something that is right for you, how you can go about doing it. And it's very simple. The first step is you pick an enrollment pack. There are several ways that you can get in. I started with the business pack that you see on the screen for $9.99. Again, that was something back in the day that I was like, I don't have $9.99. I went to the bank and I tried to raise my credit limit, but that didn't work either, because they wanted me to raise it by like almost $2,000. And I thought that can't be good. So I just put this in front of the Lord and I said, okay, here we go. If this is something that you want me to be doing, which I believe it is that you've orchestrated people in my life, then let's get to it. And so I invested $999 cash into this business. And he was so generous and so grateful to me that I was able to make my return on investment in 2 weeks. So, so I got to be a product of all of the products at that time. You don't have to start there. You can start with for example, the Healthy Glow Activated Skincare Pack for $350. There are either other options that are a little bit less expensive than that as well. Just decide and get in where you fit in, and whatever you think is best for you, we can go from there, and we can help you at any time. The second thing you'll need to do is pick a stack, which just means you need to pick a monthly subscription. So you could pick anything from being on Pro Tandem every single month to being on all of the product every single month. You just have to have a monthly subscription running in order to be part of this business. And so that's basically all it is. It's the perfect side income. You can work from anywhere. There are no assets. There's no overhead. We don't have any employees. We just have a ton of teammates, and you can see a bunch of them in this photo above. We just have the best culture ever, and something that anybody would want to be a part of, to grow and to learn. It's just been the best and blessed experience that I've ever had. I truly love what I am doing. So you can work from anywhere. We don't house any of our products. I don't have anything in my cupboard. I'm not like trying to sell things quickly out of my drawers at the end of the month. You order straight from the website and it goes directly to your doorstep, much like Amazon. So that's another benefit. Customer service is amazing. Tax benefits are great. I'm not a tax expert, so don't quote me on that, but I do think that you benefit from just starting a business. And then again, we are debt free, and that makes me very happy because living in debt is no good. So we're debt free. We have millions of dollars in reserves. There is one annual $50 fee. So if you were to sign on to be a consultant today, in 1 year, you would have to pay a $50 consulting fee. And that's something that we like to get out. We're totally open. We are scrutinized down to the penny. And it's basically just to show the Federal Trade Commission that we are separate from a customer. So we do have that. But other than that, that's it. So I just want to end real fast with a quote from Erin Brockovich. She says, if you follow your heart and if you listen to your gut and if you extend your hand to help another, not for any agenda, but for the sake of humanity, you're going to find the truth. And this gal is one to sniff out a rat. She fought the state of California and she won. And so she is definitely somebody that you want to have on your side. And I am just happy to let you know today that she actually sits on our board of directors. So another reason to love this company and to feel confident in what we are doing. We are growing. I want to tell you also that we were just featured in Newsweek magazine as a new era in life sciences for the year 2024. So while we have grown from 2003, way back when, until now, we are definitely a company to look out for and something that you could possibly want to be a part of. I would definitely and highly recommend it. So anyway, with that being said, I just wanted to say thank you again for your time. I so appreciate you being here. And if you have any questions, I will hang out for a bit. Otherwise, get back with the person who brought you here. Thank them for thinking of you and bringing you to this information. Okay, I'm going to stop recording, but have a good evening. Thank you.